Hey everyone, welcome to your daily reading for May 1st. Happy May. This is TC, your guiding chariot. Oh, simple reading today. I think it's going to be pretty chill. Actually, no. We'll have a lot to talk about. Let's start with the aspects because I feel like I've been starting with aspects for a while. We really only have one that I really want to bang out, and it's actually kind of a big one. You know, I always normally talk about lunar aspects because they're a little more regular. But we have one, what is it? Mercury. I'm just going to say Pluto for some reason. Mercury is going to be in a square to Saturn. So, and I think this energy is going to last for a couple days. Like, you're just going to have to deal with it. Normally squares are they're not necessarily bad. They're just calling some type of action. Something needs to be done about a situation that we just can't put off anymore. We can't sit on our hands. Like, you need to get up and do something about this now. What this aspect is really going to be doing, it's really going to be calling forward your need to do some work and to get active and to get your hands dirty. Saturn is our taskmaster. You know, it governs our daily routines. You know, it's our, I call it our adulting plan. It just wants us to be an adult and be responsible and all that, you know, good adult things. But with that being said, here, since it's affecting Mercury, it's really, this aspect is going to favor hard work, and especially going to favor hard work that's done on your own. You know, this is your to-do list, these are your tasks, this is what you need to accomplish, no one else. You know, these are your own personal passions or things that you are personally responsible for. This isn't necessarily something that someone should be helping you with. This is something you own. You need to start doing it. This aspect will be the more supportive, the more you can just buckle down. If you saw yesterday's video, if you haven't, definitely go check it out. But I talked a lot about how the energy for the next couple days is really going to be demanding. I think I used the reference of like a spiked wall behind you that's just slowly, continuously moving. So you need to stay ahead of that wall. You don't need to outrun it and wear yourself out and then just pass out and faint because you're exhausted, because eventually that wall is going to catch up to you. You just want to keep pace. So you just, as the wall gets closer, you want to keep moving forward. That's really what this energy is trying to do, is to get you moving. You need to start kicking up that hustle a little bit. That's really what this aspect is kind of bringing up. I will say this aspect is going to get harder the more like negative thoughts you have. If you allow some self-defeating kind of beliefs to kind of get in the way and be like, no, I can't accomplish that. Like, why even try? Like, don't bother. That's not what you want to lean on. If you start hearing that little voice, tell the little voice to shut up or go next door. Like, you don't have time to talk to this little voice because you got too much to do. But you can accomplish it. You just need to put your head down and get to work. All right. I would say, to add to this, because again, we're dealing with Saturn. It's very detail oriented, very about getting things done, very practical, very systematic. So pay attention to details as you start working through these things. You know, read the fine print. Make sure you're checking everything off. You're doing things in a systematic, practical, logical order. All of that's just going to help you in the long run. Oh, good thing I said that. Our rune today, we got Awaz, which I feel like we get, not often, but we have had it a couple times. This is the rune of the yew tree. Speaks to things that are enduring. Longevity, loyalty is a big one with this guy. It also speaks to really, again, being practical, being realistic, and dealing with what resources you have in front of you versus any regrets. Or, you know, I wish I had this, I should have had that. Oh, I wish I didn't get rid of those things before. You know, it's being realistic. Be like, hey, I'm trying to accomplish this. I'm looking at the table. This is what I have in front of me. Okay, so how can I make this work? What can I do? How can I fit this together? Excuse me. What was I saying? Totally forget. Take a sip. I feel like one day I would love if we could do this in person and have like a meet and greet, and I do this, like, I feel like I try to keep it as conversational as possible because that's how I feel comfortable and that's how I like to share information. So I feel like when I lose track, I'm still talking to you like, what was I saying? Do you remember? I feel like I almost wait for you to respond. It's kind of hilarious. resources versus regrets. Yes. So being practical, you know, we're not necessarily, we know what the best version of this, we know what the oh my God, I could do an amazing job if I had, you know, an extra $1,000, or I had an amazing setup, or I had, you know, this, whatever you would need. If that person's not here, it doesn't mean you can't do it. You know, if those things aren't here, it doesn't mean you can't do it. You need to be practical and work with what is present right now. You know, what resources are at your fingertips, what is going to help you grow and progress for the long haul. It's not about the wham bam flash in the pan instant success type of situation. We're trying to build something that's going to last. We're trying to build something that's going to grow. So if that's the case, we need to make sure we're doing it very practically, very methodically, and we're setting up that foundation as this starts to expand. So what can we start with now? And as because those other resources are going to come. So as they start to come in, then yes, then we can improve, then we can expand, then we can widen out, we can build more beams. Like, the structure will come as more resources will come. The key is that we're starting now. What do we have at our disposal? How can we start things? You know, it sounds like I'm trying to describe like a little grassroots operation, and you know, maybe I am. Depends. But that's really the key here. Let's take what you got, start putting it into action. All right. I think I'm sitting a little too far away today. Let me tilt this down. Here we are. There's our lovely rune. So if you saw yesterday's reading, you know, again, I was just feeling my little angel cards. So that's what we're going to go with again for today. So angels, what should we have focus? What is our word of intention? If the same words as yesterday start to pop out, I'm just going to giggle to myself. Mix these up a little bit. I feel like I'm going to pick a couple again like we did yesterday. All right. First one, I love this. So first one out is compassion. I want to say this compassion is really coming out to have compassion for ourselves. To not be too critical, to not be like the example I used earlier, the whole like, I wish I didn't get rid of, or if only I had this, or da 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 da. You know, don't be so critical, because that's not going to help you. You're not going to feel supported or motivated. You're going to start making yourself feel even heavier. You know, so be gentle to yourself as you go through this process. Because again, we're dealing with Saturn. That energy can be real heavy. So, you know, be grateful for what you have. Be thankful for what you have. As those opportunities continue to grow and continue to come in, then you'll have more to work with. So, support yourself, love yourself as you're going through this process, no matter what the circumstances are. Next word out is harmony. Beautiful energy, keeping peace. I feel like that goes very well with compassion. But I think here harmony is really about having this kind of peaceful Zen atmosphere within to have it without. As long as you can stay centered and balanced and maintaining, everything else is going to be okay, because stresses are going to come and go. So just because something starts to kick up and something starts to go funny doesn't mean everything starts to fall apart, all right? You know, take that breath, be like, hey, I'm only human. Some weird stuff is happening. I didn't expect this to go this way, but that's okay. I'm going to take what I got, find a solution, and move forward. I can ask for help where I need to. I have people that I trust that I know will give me some guidance, or I have mentors that have shown me how to tackle these situations. You know, I am prepared to do this. I have no reason to worry about it, all right? Let's do one more. All right. Responsibility. Perfect card when we're talking about Saturn aspects, right? So responsibility, it's your duty. These are your dreams, they're your tasks, this is your to-do list. Be responsible about it. We can't wait for someone to do all this work for us. This is what we asked for, now we have to step to the plate and own it. These are our duties. We added them to the list. We should be the ones to check them off. We can't sit here and wait anymore, because these are your dreams. No one's going to come in here and accomplish it for you. This is your responsibility. Own up to it. To me, this it also has that other layer of like being dutiful and being practical. Tackle it in steps. You know, be smart about it. I almost want to say it's like you know this has to be done, so you might as well start, because it's not going to go away until you start moving. So break it into chunks, start tackling the chunks. However you get it, doesn't matter. You know, like when you're responsible for a set of chores, you know, it's not like you have to do this one, then this one, then this one, then this one. You know, at the end of the day, if they all get done, you know, everyone is happy. So however you need to go about it, just be practical and know that, okay, by this time I need to finish A, B, C, and D. However that gets done is fine. But I know I'm responsible for these things. I have to answer to them. So let me start to work on them. I'm going to do one more, and then we're good. All right, Spirit. What do you need to tell us about this process? Oh. Hey, got a whole section that flipped around. I don't know if I'm feeling any of these. Yeah, I'm kind of not. All right, Spirit. Could you be a little clearer? Just chucking things everywhere at me. If those things were meant to come out, they'll come back. Oh, so I tell you stop chucking them at me and you just fling them all over the place. All right, I see you. Oh, you had to put my friend in there. All right. Okay, fine. We'll take these. You're funny. No, I can't. No, it was yesterday's reading. I talked about it. Never mind. Anyway, so we have the Two of Swords in reverse. Great energy. Not feeling stuck. Feeling like we can move forward. Oh, stay there, compassion. Same thing with the Chariot card. Chariot card is swift, forward progression, forward movement. Hey, this is one of the cards that I put back. Seven of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. Patience. We've been dutiful. We have been waiting for our moment. We've been allowing things to ripen. We've allowed the harvest to come. We're no longer blindsided. We no longer lack the vision. Now it's time to get on our chariot and race down the road. Here we have the High Priestess, following your intuition, following your gut, following divine guidance, knowing this is the right thing to do, knowing what you're responsible for, knowing that this is your purpose, this is your calling, this is what you're here for. It is this sense of knowing is really what I'm getting with the High Priestess. And normally the High Priestess speaks to intuition, so I'm not trying to take away the kind of spiritual nature of this card. But it does feel like it's giving off this layer of cognizance. Like you now have this realization of what it is you are supposed to be doing, and if not exactly what you're doing, the direction you're heading. There is an understanding inside of you that yes, this is where I'm meant to be, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, this is the task at hand. There really is this cognizant level to this placement. Then you also have the Moon reverse, which is secrets and illusions, you know, coming to light. The secrets starting to surface. Another beautiful energy. Again, it's kind of speaking to that understanding. It's heeding that call. It's heeding that that truth that is starting to make itself known. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Honestly, I don't see this as a bad thing. And actually, the Ten of Pentacles reverse really isn't that bad of a thing. Anyway, I want to say it's reversed because it's still being made manifest. I almost want to say it's coming up in reverse because all the elements maybe aren't ready just yet, or aren't here just yet. Maybe they need a little fine tuning, if that makes sense. And I say that because of this Seven of Pentacles right here. You know, because yes, we have allowed, hey, look, Ace of Wands is back too. That desire, that drive, that motivation. Let's see, you know what? Spirit, can we clarify the Ten of Pentacles? Yes, we can, apparently. All right, you need to calm down. I saw you. So, I will tell you, and I think this is going to be significant, but I lost in the deck. The Ace of Cups literally like flipped up, and instead of falling on the table, it like fell back on the deck, and as I was shuffling, it just got chucked back in there. But I feel like it was trying to make itself known. So, knowing the Ace of Cups was trying to present itself, great thing. I think to me it's just speaking to following your heart, following your passions, following your desires, and what feels good. Oh, all right. So we did get the Fool card, came up in reverse. Speaking to this new beginning, but I think there's a need to not be naive about things, not to make foolish decisions and leap blindly, which I don't think you are anymore, having this Two of Swords. Oh, I totally reversed them on you. Sorry about it. Having this Two of Swords come up in the reverse, you're no longer blinded. You can see things now. So I'm not too worried about this Fool coming up in reverse. I think it's just a reminder, stick to your vision. Don't be so naive and allow yourself to be fooled, you know, or distracted by, you know, a false decision. Princess of Pentacles, untapped potential, unlimitless growth potential as well. Prince of Wands, chasing that desire. Jack of all trades. You know, this is, to me, it's a pretty successful card because pretty much whatever you get your hands in, you're going to be able to do very well at it. And Six of Pentacles, being in the flow. So again, I would say the only thing, these are all positive. Growth potential, passion, drive, motivation, success, being in the flow, giving and receiving where possible. The only thing that's clarifying this Ten of Pentacles that's in reverse is the Fool, which is just speaking to that naivety. And, you know, I honestly would take that back to Awas, because again, the focus here should be what is going to endure, what has longevity. This isn't flash in the pan type of stuff. You know, this isn't the get rich quick moment. We're trying to build something that's going to turn into a legacy. So don't take the easiest road, don't take the quickest road. You want to make sure that you are processing and being methodical about everything because this is your responsibility. All right? So stay in this place of compassion for yourself and harmony, because from here you're going to be able to make much wiser connections. You're also going to be more in tune with the High Priestess, who is trying to show you the way forward through illuminating with this moon. Beautiful energy. Beautiful, beautiful energy. So we're really leaning on that planning, that foresight, that vision, and keeping the momentum going and picking those things that feel good to us, like feel good in our stomachs. I'm trying to think what else I want to, you know what, I want to pull a few more cards because I feel like there's still something that needs to be said. And I'm not sure what it is just yet. And there it is, apparently. Yes. All right. Beautiful. So we have a Tower, Five of Wands, internal conflict, Four of Wands, finding foundations, founding stable grounds, creating new limits and new plans with this Princess of Swords, and then releasing the burdens with the Ten of Wands in reverse. So, dramatic release. Dramatic breakdown of any barriers or resistance that had us feeling real iffy and cloudy. Coming out of this, as the dust settles, as the tension releases, we have found stable ground. You know, we have found what we needed. We are feeling connected, surrounded by community, supported. able and confident that we can create a new system, create a new protocol, free of restrictions, free of boundaries, free of just any weight or burden that weighs us down. Literally freedom to go. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Wands. So again, ships coming in, deliveries of all those resources that you needed. Ace of Wands is back. Passion, drive, motivation, desire. Yep. Everything will come when you need it. Everything is coming. You are literally putting your desires into manifestation. Oh, that feels amazing. Wish we had more room so I could just lay all of these guys out next to each other. But again, the way forward is clear. The blockages are being destroyed. Now is the time to move forward. Know that you can accomplish this. Know that the potential is there. Know that you're working on something that's going to last a very long time. You are trying to build something. You're trying to build a legacy. I'm just going to put it out there. You're trying to build a legacy. So it's not about, I need something that's going to show results today. But I know this is what makes me happy. I know this is what fuels me. Start becoming that creative problem solver. Start piecing everything together. Here you have your creative thinker with the Princess of Swords, finding those solutions. So even if you tippy tumble, not letting them stop you. That's where that compassion card comes in again. Having this grateful, supportive energy around you. Don't let the little stumbles, because the little stumbles may happen, and that's fine. But you're not gonna get off a hiking trail because you stumbled over one route. Like, you're gonna keep going. If you stumble, that's fine. Brush the dirt off, keep going, and you're gonna reach the mountaintop. All right? That's really where all of these energies are coming into play. But now is the time to start moving forward. Get that hustle game real strong. All right, my loves. I'm going to wrap it up here. I feel like I've gone over 20 minutes. Like, I try to keep these a little short and digestible. But again, if you feel the need, if this is what you wanted to do and you were asking for these situations, don't take it for granted. Start going, all right? Whew. All right, my lovelies. I'm going to send you out here. As always, I love you guys. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the engagement. I forever appreciate it, and it makes my day. I love seeing and reading the comments from you. Keep them coming. Updates, I'm probably going to start, since I did the May videos early, I'll probably have another week before I start filming the love videos. But who knows? You never know. I might start banging those out. Probably not next week, possibly the week after. Most likely the week after. We'll see. We'll see how this schedule of mine levels out. But yeah, keep doing what you're doing. Stay passionate, stay strong, keep that motivation going. And I can't wait to hear what is coming into your world, my lovelies. Thank you as always. And again, if you want to book a private reading with me, info will be in the description box. Take care. Bless you all. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a good one.